Hello everyone, I am Rachita. I am doing my PhD from Kuvempu University. Today I like to present on the topic the phenology of the genus Indigofera of Odalkere and Hosdurga taluks of Chitradurga districts of Karnataka. So before moving to the topic, I like to give a brief introduction about the genus Indigofera. So Indigofera is a Greek term which means indigo dye, so which is representing the extraction of natural blue color. So the blue color is extracted from the genus Indigofera, so hence the name Indigofera. So the Indigofera genus belongs to the family Papilionoidae, that is Leguminosae family, subfamily Papilionoidae and the family Leguminosae, which consists of very economically important group of plants, legumes. So Indigofera is also one of the economic important plant, belongs to the family. And so what I thought is, what made me to study these plants is, so peoples or humans, what they will think, they should get a benefits from the plants. So if they have benefits from the plants, or if they have benefits from anything, they what they will think is they will do anything to get that benefits, right? So the similar way, so what I thought is, and my concern is, so to get the benefit, before getting the benefits from the plants, we need to study and we need to know about those plants. With this concern, I started to study about the Indigofera plants. So Indigofera genus consists of about 750 species, and it is so considered as a third largest genus in the subfamily Papilionoidae, and this genus belongs to the tribe Galeae, and these species are found native to the tropical and subtropical regions of the world, and highest Indigofera diversity can be seen in Africa and Madagascar with 550 species, Asia with 150 species, Australia with 50 species. Not less than this, India also consists approximately 60 species and 10 varieties, of which 15 species and 7 varieties are considered as endemic to India. And as I mentioned, so these Indigofera are well diverse and considered as third largest. So how to identify this? By their morphological features only. So how we can identify Indigofera? May be species of creeping, prostrate or erect. They may be annual, biennial, perennial. They may be herbs, semi-woody, undershrubs and trees as well, or conspicuously branched with the bright green or tinged with red colors. So if we come to the leaves are mostly alternate, openly spaced on the stem, around 10 centimeter long, and maybe roughly or velvety, smooth to the touch. And the fruit is a pod, usually smooth, reddish brown, cylindrical, with 2 to 15 seeds in most species. So these variations have a greater significance in taxonomical importance of the genus and helps to identify these different species of the genus Indigofera. So as I mentioned, I am studying Chitradurga, two taluks of the Chitradurga, that is Odalkere and Hosdurga. Both taluks belongs to the Chitradurga districts. Odalkere and Hosdurga, both the taluks are very dry areas, so only we can see plants during the rainy season. So both have very high temperature, and literally some says that the condition or climatic condition will not suit for the growth of the leguminous, with refer to other papers and all. But till now I have got good number of species from the area, as during my study area there was a good raining. And Odalkere and Hosdurga, which were cover about areas about 1102 square kilometers of area of Odalkere, and 1435 square kilometers of Hosdurga I have studied. So this is my study area, and with that concern, so I have started studying on the phenological aspects of the Indigofera plants in all seasons of the year, covering all aquatic places, wastelands, cultivated fields and different plantations, particularly of leafing, flowering and fruiting. Apart from that, leaf fall is also recorded carefully in month-wise with respect to different phenophases, the different characters of the life cycle of the Indigofera plants. And these plant specimens have been deciphered using state and regional district flora, and have also taken a help from Kew Herbarium Catalog and as well as plant list for the accepted names. And the results are analyzed and commented critically based on field observation. So next I'll move to the result. So from my study I have identified 10 different species of the Indigofera. So all are majority of them are herbs and 2 are undershrubs. Indigofera oblongata and Indigofera trita are the 2 species of undershrubs. So if I come to the leafing, so leafing will start as soon as raining season starts. So after raining season starts, the seeds started germinating. After the seeds started germinating, after complete germination, they started providing the production of the leaves. So as such, so during my study period, rain was good in June, hence in July month majority of the plants were beared with the leaf. So I have observed 6 plants were leafing, and in August also 2 plants were found leafing. So I can say the peak period of leafing of Indigofera genus of that area is 6, that is in the month of July. So if I move to the flowering and fruiting phases of the Indigofera plants, I can see the flowering and fruiting will start from June with some plants and extends up to December. So one species, that is Indigofera linnae, starts flowering in the month of June and it also extends up to December. So the same species we can see flowering in the month of December. So in the July also I can see one plant flowered, and in the month of August there are 5 plants were observed with flowered and fruit. But in the month of October I have seen all the Indigofera plants, that all 10 plants what I have recorded are flowered and fruit in my area. And in the November also majority, that is 9 plants were flowered and bear fruit. So I can see the peak period for the flowering and fruiting is in the month of October. So as soon as flowering and fruiting period is completed, that is reproductive phase is completed, the next phase of the plant is senescent phase. So that senescent phase will be marked by the initiation of leaf fall. So leaf fall is a marking for the senescent phase. So the senescent phase will start at the October month. In majority of the Indigofera plants I have seen the leaves were started falling in the month of October. So hence this is a peak period for the leaf fall. So with this result, what I like to conclude is, in the study area actually there were a dry area. So after raining season I can see the germination, and after that only we can observe the plants. As these were very minute herbs, we can see the leafing in the month of July, and the flowering period will extend up to December. So leafing, the peak period of the leafing is in the month of July, the peak period for October is in the month of and the peak period for flowering and fruiting is in the month of October, and the peak period for the leaf fall is also in the month of October. And at the end of December we cannot see any of the species of Indigofera in the study area. So with this phenological data, which will helpful for the database of the Indigofera species or in this particular area, with the representation of environmental conditions, and it will also helps to understand the environmental perturbations on phenology with respect to its environmental factors. So as I told you, so this will definitely help us to understand about the plant phenophases, different phenophases of the Indigofera species. So these are some of the references I have referred. And finally, what I like to tell you is, so these Indigofera species are colorful plants. So they were known to extract the colors, so particularly blue color. So some plants, some not some plants, all plants are very useful. And as we know, we peoples are literally nowadays depending more on the herbs, and nowadays it is becoming necessary aspects of our life. So it is our role in this world to conserve these plants. So particularly Indigofera is one such plant which will gives colors to our life and this world. So what I tell you is, save these plants for colorful world. Thank you all for patient listening. Thank you one and all for this opportunity. Thank you.